Hello to everyone. Happy Monday. I decided to do our live outside since it was an absolutely gorgeous day. Can't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be even a better day here in Missouri. Today I have a story. Actually, this person shares a story. This student shares a story about their own experience, and it's a little bit longer than the other ones, but it really hits home on many, many levels. This person says when Miss Portell told her story about her wreck, it really hit home. I understand where she is coming from when she says that the wreck changed her life and it was because of alcohol. 18 years ago, a male that she knows had his accident, and the accident changed his life. The accident caused this person, him, to be completely paralyzed from the waist down with very little movement. Drinking can change your life even when you know better. This man was in the military and he was home for a period of time. Him and his buddies decided to drink and swim while they were all together. They were drinking and this person dove into the wrong end of the pool, breaking his neck. After his neck was initially broken, he laid floating in the pool because all the guys thought that he was joking. How many times have you heard something like that? Soon the guys realized he was not joking and he was seriously injured. He was rushed to the hospital on the back of a pickup truck and his life was then destroyed. His life will be forever changed. He now spends his days in a wheelchair, unable to use the restroom, go to bed on his own, or even change his own clothes. People like him and Mrs. Portell can be completely changed by one act of their own or from someone else's stupidity. Lives will change forever because of one decision. One decision could change your entire world. If I were to hurt someone or much less kill someone because of something as stupid as drinking and driving, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. My life will be changed forever, and I know without a doubt that I would never be able to make up for the thing that I had done. I know that my point is a little long, but my point is that lives can and will be changed by stupid acts. Alcohol and other things can destroy you and destroy others. Now, this person has a personal experience that makes them understand the situation a little more than most, because I feel like it's a she, but I don't know. She's seen it firsthand. There are countless stories where I've heard of, obviously people drinking way more heavily than they probably should, and either operating machinery, vehicles, UTVs, ATVs. I even had one, I remember, he jumped off a bridge. He had just jumped off that same bridge 2 days before, him and his buddies, and the water was fine. And you guys realize out here with having a lot of rivers around us that the gravel in a river can change so rapidly with the current, with storms that come up, and he dove headfirst off of that bridge and broke his neck, and just like this gentleman did in the pool. And his buddies thought he was joking, thought he was messing around, because their reaction was so slow because of how impaired they were, that they didn't grasp the concept of how shallow the water is. One, they didn't check, like you're supposed to, but when he hit, I mean, I just can't imagine not knowing that the water was only 3 feet deep whenever he hit. I mean, you're not even, your whole body will go into that dive. So sometimes whenever I read stories like this and I hear of someone who is much worse off than I am, it is a great reminder for me that on those days where I'm just thinking, I don't know if this is worth it. I don't know if walking is worth it, because of the pain, that I remind myself that that is a trade-off that I am doing right now. I choose to walk and do everything that I possibly can to continue walking so that I don't have to be more restricted in a wheelchair. I know my time is coming at some point, but for me, like, this person doesn't have a choice to walk anymore. His neck was broken, his spinal cord was severed, and he doesn't have that choice. Sometimes I envy people like that because they don't usually have a lot of pain that they can feel. They can go on, you know, relatively normal, as long as you're a, you know, waist down paraplegic. And then other days, those really, really bad days, I think, I don't know how much longer I can do this. But then hearing stories like this, it makes me realize that it is worth it. And to hear her say that luckily she gets how this can impact someone's life just by watching this happen to someone else, and watching that happen to someone else is enough for this person to say, I am not going to do this. I'm not going to allow anyone else to do this in my presence. And that doesn't always happen. I mean, I have been privy to plenty of people that have had a one-car crash, or have been in several crashes or some kind of accident where they've been impaired, and it's not enough. It's never enough for them. It just keeps going. They just keep on doing it because they survived and they're okay. And one of these times it's just not going to be. One of these times what usually happens is you hurt someone else. And then that person who hurt someone else has to deal with the guilt. One of either seeing that person in their community, or the guilt of having survivor's guilt because they have killed someone. And other times, like in my situation, that person loses their life. The ultimate sacrifice for being impaired. So that's a pretty deep one for me. Guys, give me your feedback and tell me what you think. Any questions that you have, any comments. Send me your questions that you have, because when I get done with the students, I'm going to answer some others. And we'll see where this takes us. I will see you guys on Wednesday.